Earlham, we call ourselves the Quakers, but how well do we really know the history of Quakerism? We roped in a lovely volunteer to answer some questions. Welcome to the Pacifist Pop Quiz.
Hi, my name is Lucy Fitzgerald, and I recognize that I am being filmed, and I approve this video and my being in it.
Yay! Alright, so we're going to get started with our pop quiz. The first question is, what does FUM stand for?
Yes.
Freezing under marsupials.
Ooh, that's a good one.
First United Meeting, or Mission, sorry.
Okay.
Friends United Meeting, or Flowers, Unicorns, Mermaids Incorporated.
That's it. It's the last one.
The last one?
Yeah. Whoa!
Alright. It is not, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Flowers, Unicorns, Mermaids Incorporated.
Where did I go wrong?
Indeed, it is Friends United Meeting.
Oh.
So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what Friends United Meeting is. It is the largest Quaker organization in the world right now. Yes. Alright, FUM is a very service-oriented organization, and they have done a lot of things to try and serve communities, and their efforts extend from trying to unify their beliefs and helping to prevent child marriages in Kenya by educating women. They did a lot of missionary work in Africa, especially Kenya. Alright, on to the second question.
Sweet.
This is a true or false question.
Gasp.
Quakers are pacifist pansy babies and do nothing for their country during times of war.
False.
It is false!
Yes!
Yay!
Hooray! I feel so smart.
Actually, they do believe in pacifism, but that does not mean that all of them have nothing to do with war. So actually, many of them have practiced conscientious objection, which just means that they refuse to participate in war at all. But still, others have found that there are nonviolent roles they can play in war, including helping in medical services, clerical work.
What a great fact.
Indeed.
Question 3.
Also true or false? During World War II, there was a project in Minnesota that purposely starved men to determine the effects of starvation on the body and how to remedy them.
Well, weren't we just talking about all the mission work where the Quakers, they fed the people? So I'm going to say false. True! What?
It is indeed true. So some Quakers, including an Earlham faculty member, were actually involved in the Minnesota Starvation Project, and they saw this as a form of conscientious objection. And the study was conducted to determine how to help starving people in war-torn Germany and help them return to healthy lives.
That ain't right. Wow.
Question 4. All right, this is a multiple choice.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the question. Which of the following most closely resembles Richmond's relationship with Serpico, USSR, during the Cold War? All right, now these are your options. A, freezing, B, tense, C, sisterly, or D, awkward cousin that steals all the yams at Thanksgiving.
All the yams?
Yep.
Well, to be honest, I forgot what the entire question was because I was dissuaded by the yams. So I'm going to say C because that's, what is that, like 65% of the time that's the right answer? C.
Pretty good bet.
There we go.
You are right.
What?
C.
Total guess. What?
You chose C, which is correct, and it is sisterly.
Uh-huh.
So, Richmond...
Learning so many new things today. Okay.
Indeed. Richmond actually developed a sister city program with Serpinkov at the height of the Cold War in order to combat the demonizing images of the Russian people. Because at that point in America, people were like, Russians are communists, we hate them, they're terrifying.
True.
So Richmond was like, hey, we're going to try to be friends with them. So they developed this and became sisters.
Well, that's a touching story.
It is. Very touching.
That's truly sweet.
Yes.
More question?
We have one more
One
question.
more question.
Question number 5.
Hit me with that cue.
All right. Do you know
Do I know?
who William Still is?
William Still.
William Still.
Now, William Still. Now, it sounds like, with the last name like Still, it sounds like there should be a legend about him where he traipsed off into the forest and sat down on a stump and sat still on the stump for hundreds of years. Oh, what? He's the guy who sits next to me in seminar, isn't he? What is the answer?
Well,
if it's not the guy that sits next to me in seminar.
Those are some very interesting ideas. But I will tell you who he was.
Who was he?
So, he was actually a black abolitionist during the Civil War. Yes, and most people don't know that much about him because most people assume that most abolitionists were white.
Rude.
They don't know very many black abolitionists. Do you know, just off the top of your head, any other black abolitionists?
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman.
Thanks.
Indeed. And then once you say that, most people can't really think of any other names.
Neither can I.
Yeah. The actual truth is that most abolitionists were African Americans because they wanted to help their kinsmen and their friends who were also African American escape slavery.
Reflecting back on it, that makes perfect sense.
Indeed. So that is William Still, and he risked his life to save many, many slaves.
All right. Well, thanks for this quiz. What's my score?
You got a score of 2 out of 5.
Whoa!
Good for you.
40%. 40%. Thank you so much for having me on this show.
Thank you for volunteering. Well, there we have it, folks. It turns out that Earlham students don't know as much as they think they do about Quakerism.
Oops.
All right. See ya.
Bye.